turn the dial. You're now tuned in to this Safety Man Movement Podcast with your host, Terry the Great.
What's up, beautiful people, and welcome to another episode of the Safety Man Movement Podcast. I'm your host, Terry Gray, and I am the Safety Man. And whether you believe it or not, you are the Safety Man as well. Safety man, safety woman, human, mankind. We are all in this thing together. It's Friday, and today I need you guys to know that your team cannot meet expectations that you never clarify. Your team cannot meet expectations you never clarify. All right, so today's podcast is going to be focusing on our teams, the teams that we're dealing with, and the people, and caring for the vision that is all set together. We want to make sure that our interaction today when we walk away is that we are knowing expectations is the idea that I need you to grasp. And it's a cooperative and an organizational type of topic. So let's jump into this with the safety thought of the day. And the safety thought of today is very simple. It says unspoken expectations create preventable failures. Unspoken expectations create preventable failures. That means failures are taking place that could have been prevented if the expectations had been clearer. This is one thing that it's one of my pet peeves is I try to be a leader. Again, I'm a shipyard foreman. Currently, I have a crew. And one of the things I try to make clear to my crew and my team is that, hey, we have a set of expectations that I need and I want you to meet. If you don't know what those expectations are, a lot of times you don't even know if you missed them. I like to ask my leaders, hey, you want me to do something? What is the expectation? What is the metric that you want me to attain? What is the thing you're trying to get me to achieve so that I know that I'm making you proud, that I know that I'm succeeding, that I am excelling, and that I'm being successful. But a lot of times we don't get those types of things. So as a safety leader, as a parent, as a family member, as a friend, as a brother, all of those different things that you are, and as you incorporate with people, we all have different sorts of expectations for people. But as it pertains to safety, for us to be as safe as we possibly can, we need to make sure that we are giving clear expectations to our teams, because oftentimes their leaders, they assume, which is a very dangerous word. Everybody knows the assume thing. Everybody doesn't know, but I'm not going to say it. Assuming is bad, all right? Everybody, we often assume, not everybody, I'm sorry, leaders often assume that people understand what responsibility and successful performance looks like, even when they don't communicate what it is. And what that does, it creates a confusion because people will do things thinking and assuming that it is success when you as the leader could despise what they're actually doing and be like, man, why do they keep doing such and such, this, that, and the other? So as we approach this Friday morning, as you're going and talking with your crews, as you're going and talking with your coworkers, as you're talking to your spouse, as you're talking to your kids, let's make sure that we are making some clear expectations. And those clear expectations should explain the required and expected behavior, the purpose of that behavior, and how everyone can make a contribution. If you're talking to multiple people, how you make a contribution, what your contribution is going to be, and what her contribution is going to be if you're talking to your spouse, what you're supposed to do and what your crew is supposed to do. And now, understanding when you set those expectations may or may not stay the same, because as you live through your team, or as you walk out the things that you are trying to build, you will learn that certain things work and some things don't work. I've discovered even in business, I've always been kind of afraid of doing things that I think may fail, but you never know what needs to be changed until you test it. As shipbuilders, we build wonderful aircraft carriers. We build wonderful different mechanical engineering phenomenons, I like to call them, the cities on water. And when we build those things, all of those different systems have to be tested for integrity to make sure that it works. So whatever expectations you do, put them into action. All of the things you got going on, put them into action so that they can be tested for integrity. We have to operate in integrity. And the integral thing that we need to do with our teams is making sure that they know what the expectations are as we pursue throughout the day. So as you go in this morning, as you begin your day to influence and to impact the people, as you're tapping into and getting a greater understand of how you can shift safety and activating the inner hero that's inside of you, set those clear expectations. All right, here's your safety shift for the day. All right, choose one expectation, one safety expectation, whether it's at home or whether it's at work or wherever it may be. Choose one safety expectation and explain it clearly, what it is, why it matters, and who it protects. It may give more meaning for the people who are receiving the information from you. It may get into the hearts of the people who you're telling. If they know why it matters, who is protecting, a bigger scope of what's happening. I remember when I was first getting involved with my career, and we were dealing with all of these different details and different things that we were building. I was asking questions like, hey, what are we actually doing? What are we actually contributing to? And we figured out that we were building a lot of different things that we had no idea, and it gave just more value to the work that we were performing. So share the expectations. Make sure people know exactly what you want them to do. Don't leave it up to chance, because people will get their own ideas of what it should be and what you think if you haven't set that clear expectation for them in the first place. So, again, the safety shift for you today as you enter to this Friday. It's the end of the week. Go in there and make sure that people know what the expectations were, what they have been if they weren't before, and clarify for them. Let them know why your expectations matter, how they contribute to it, who is protecting, and all of those different types of things. And it will make a world of difference in the results that you're looking for from safety perspective, from a team perspective, personally, organizationally, cooperatively. You have to see all those things. All right. So think about that. Expectation set. All right. Here's my call to action for you guys today. Send this to a leader who believes clarity is an act of caring, who thinks that knowing that doing what you're supposed to do or doing what you've been told to do with clarity is a form of caring for people, because it's like you want people to know that you are actually trying to help them. And when you give people information that will make them successful, it's an expression of caring. So send this podcast, share it, like it, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. I don't even know where you're seeing this at, or if you jumped in, or where you're listening to it from, if you're actually watching the video, if you're just listening. But I need you to go ahead and share this with that type of person. Share it with a leader, share it with a parent, share it with somebody, and follow for the next episodes as we jump back into this next week. Again, this is going to be a daily podcast. It's going to be 5 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And I'll give you the weekend off, give you a chance to breathe. All right. So that's it, guys. Thank you again for joining me for another fantastic Safety Man Movement podcast. I hope your Friday is as spectacular as you are. And remember, I'm Terry Gray, your host here at the Safety Man Movement podcast. I'm the Safety Man, and you are as well. Thank you for being safety shifters and being willing to come here and activate the inner hero that's inside of you. And remember, Smin Lloyd Mateo, the safety man, is no longer one individual, but many individuals that are one. You guys have a great weekend. I'll see you next week. Peace.